All right, the San Diego high school football season is officially back. Congratulations, everybody. Training camp has opened. We survived the summer. Let's talk about some different high school football plot lines I've got going on. This video is going to be about my questions for the South Bay. If you're looking for other teams in your area, make sure you head over to our page and give us a follow all season for football stuff. This is also not going to be in-depth season previews. These are just kind of the meanderings of my brain as I get headed into training camp and more seriously scrimmages and games going down the line. The South Bay, for the last couple of years, last maybe 5 to 7 years, has seemingly seen a shift in power towards Mater Dei Catholic being the premier team down there. And I will be very curious. I don't think they're ever going back down to a D3 or 4 team. Like, I don't think they're ever going to completely backslide, but are they going to be stuck in the whitewash of that D1 open conversation, playing tough games, lose some here, win some there? Are they going to be in the D2 playoffs and win one? Where will they wind up is my number one question. Next, I want to see what's up with Eastlake. There has been a lot of hope for Eastlake to return to its former glory, and I don't know if that happens under the new playoff format, or if like Eastlake winning a D3 title is a perfect fit for them or something like that. But they're a big school. They're very good at other sports. They have been very good at football. I will be curious if and when they return to that dominance and that glory. Speaking of dominance and glory, Sweetwater, last couple of years, has really ratcheted up and started to throw the clock back to the 80s. So I am curious. I'm always curious now about what is Sweetwater going to do. They seem to have the ground and pound all figured out, and they seem to have a pretty favorable schedule. Montgomery is, apologies there, I don't know why I struggled on Montgomery, but Montgomery is another one where they have been really trying to challenge themselves the last couple of years and play tough schedules. They just seem to have injuries or bad bounce. Like, football gonna football, it just seems to, for whatever reason, football the wrong direction for Montgomery. So curious to see what they can do. Hilltop, Chula Vista, Bonita Vista, all schools that I am waiting for them to have a breakout year. We talk about them every year. They end up kind of doing friendly fire. Like, they all beat each other in some random ways where they get kind of stuck in the mud of the league play down there. And I'm curious to see if any of them can break out and have a fantastic year. Otay Ranch has a new head coach. I love to see Howard Bannister back there, and I'm very curious to see how quickly he can elevate things there. Is that going to take a year or two, or can he have some, a hot start right out the gate? Obviously, we're going to have to get to and through this week by week for the rest of the year, but there are also smaller schools like Victory Christian Academy down in the South Bay. What are they going to be able to get up to? Is Olympian going to be up to some craziness this year? I don't know. There's a lot of questions. So drop a comment with what you think's going on in the South Bay this year. And like I said, give San Diego Prep Insider a follow all season long for some football coverage. Happy football season, everybody.